Her at a Pittsburgh synagogue, the worst anti-Semitic attack in American history. Welcome back to America's Newsroom Monday morning. I'm Sandra Smith.
And I'm Bill Hemmer. Good morning. Hour 3 begins now. The suspect, Robert Bowers, will make his first court appearance about 2 hours from now. The survivors inside the synagogue recounting the horror when the gunfire rang out at Sabbath prayer services Saturday morning. 11 people were killed, 6 wounded, including 4 police officers who were responding to that chaotic scene.
7-1, contact, shots fired. Give me additional resources, third floor. Come on, we got a guy barricaded actively shooting at SWAT operators. Operator shot. Guys, we got 1 operator shot at this time.
Third floor is contained in 1 room, 1 operator down.
David Lee Miller is live in Pittsburgh. David Lee.
Sandra, the U.S. Attorney is now starting the process for seeking the death penalty for 46-year-old Robert Bowers. Bowers faces dozens of criminal charges for his alleged murder spree at the Tree of Life Synagogue. Under federal law, he is charged with a hate crime, obstructing free exercise of religious beliefs resulting in death. He also faces several state charges, among them 11 counts of homicide. As you mentioned, this afternoon, Bowers is going to be in federal court before a federal magistrate this afternoon. But for this community, at this time, the focus is on those who died, the victims. Among them, 75-year-old Joyce Feinberg. She was a retired University of Pittsburgh researcher, described as someone who would reach out to people in trouble. 65-year-old Richard Gottfried, a dentist who provided free care to refugees and immigrants. 97-year-old Rose Mallinger. She was the oldest victim, described as a kind, sweet woman, always full of life. 66-year-old Jerry Rabinowitz, a local doctor, described as one of the kindest physicians in the community. Brothers, 59-year-old Cecil and 54-year-old David Rosenthal. They attended religious services every day. They had developmental disabilities, and they looked after one another. 84-year-old Bernice Simon and her 86-year-old husband, Sylvan. They were married at the Tree of Life Synagogue in 1956, and that is where together they died. 71-year-old Daniel Stein, described in the local paper as a fixture of the synagogue who would often volunteer in the community. 88-year-old Melvin Wax, a retired accountant who loved going to the synagogue. And 69-year-old Irving Younger, an usher at the synagogue. Friends say he never had an unkind word for anybody. All 11 victims had one thing in common. They died because they were practicing their religion. The synagogue behind me, where the shooting took place at this hour, is still a crime scene. You can see the yellow police tape over my shoulder. But not far away, off in the distance, there is another reminder of what happened here. 11 Stars of David, a reminder of those who lost their lives. Sandra?
It's a beautiful community, one that needs a lot of healing this morning. We're all thinking of them, the victims, their families, praying for them. David Lee Miller in Pittsburgh, thank you.